What's up, guys? It's Joe from the Holler Boys. We got Sean and our first guest tonight, Ashlyn. So,
Hello.
as you guys can see, we did get new equipment, and I'm actually really excited about it.
Moving up in the world.
We're moving up. We're moving up a little bit. So, Ashlyn, how's your week been?
I can't remember.
You can't remember?
No.
Just so you guys know, this is my wife, Ashlyn. We dropped the kid off at my mom's. Intrusive thoughts.
I pressed the wrong button. I didn't know what it did. I just pressed it.
But yeah, so Ash said, "Yeah, let me join in." So we have her here with us today. Sean. Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, Joe's the sound guy.
So, Sean, how's your week been? Even though we've seen each other every single day.
Considering we work together, you know how my week's been.
Pretty trashy.
No, actually, it's been okay. Just nothing new.
Besides your paycheck, that's about it.
Well, you know, it is what it is.
This man
It was
went
my own stupid fault.
this man went into Cash App to deposit his check, and it said it'll be there in the next 1 to 6 business days. And
Bro.
he's still
Yeah.
yet to get his paycheck from yesterday.
Yeah, well, normally I do PayPal, and PayPal you can do it instantly or wait. And so I was like, oh, Cash App should do the same thing.
Yeah.
Nope.
That's crazy.
It
Yeah.
is. So now I know to do PayPal next time.
But honestly, work has been so slow lately. It's been so boring at the shop.
Yeah.
It really
And
has.
I'm just a stay-at-home mom.
Yeah.
I'm constantly busy.
Constantly.
Yeah. We gotta hold it in.
This is why I don't do
Shit.
sound, guys.
We give props to stay-at-home moms, though. Props.
Props.
Yep. So, what's the plan today, guys?
I don't know. I just said I was gonna be here just for background.
Yeah, Ash is just kind of here just to
For real.
chime in. Oof. I don't know. I mean, you can tell him how we thought that one cylinder was going to explode on us.
Which one was that one?
Why do I have yet to
Like
hear
all of
this?
them?
No, but yeah, we did talk about like our most
like-
feared thing that happened while we work.
Well,
So-
here, background. Joe and I work with hydraulic cylinders. We
Yes.
tear them apart, we put them together, and we test them. So now you guys know what we're talking about, because Joe would have just said stuff, and then you would have been like, "Oh, well, what's he talking about?"
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the stuff that like will lift like truck beds and stuff like that. If you guys don't know what hydraulic cylinders do, so,
hydraulics
go ahead, continue.
are used in a lot of different things, not just for truck beds, like he was
Yeah.
saying. But my biggest fear working at the hydraulic shop is setting up the torch to go heat the gland. So the gland, I'm not going to go too far in depth with it, but we have to heat the gland up so we can get it unscrewed or get it out so we can tear the whole cylinder apart. But my biggest fear is whenever I heat that thing up, someone has filled that hydraulic cylinder up with gasoline. Just imagine taking a torch, going all the way around, and poof.
See, that's Joe's biggest fear. Mine is like if we're testing and it just blows apart,
Yeah.
and I'm somehow magically being stupid and standing right in front of it, and I just catch like a rod straight to the shin, or like it kind of goes off of what you were saying.
Anyways.
Anyways,
Okay. It kind of goes off of what you were saying, like heating it up to unscrew it, but for some odd reason, it building like that gas pressure inside there.
it just like
So
going.
as soon as I start like unscrewing it, it just shoots out.
Yeah.
Which is like, yeah. I mean,
Like-
it's definitely sketchy, but at the same time, it's
There was
Not
one
bad.
time when I was unscrewing a gland from a cylinder, and the port was facing up, and that was my bad for not putting the port facing down. But we started heating it. I got the pipe wrench on, and I was going at it, and all of a sudden, hot oil just sprayed all over my face out of that port because of the pressure behind there, and like I honestly thought my face was burning off. Everybody was like, "What the heck's going on?" I'm just like wiping my face off of hot oil.
you'll
Nothing.
have that on the big jobs.
Yeah, it's not really a big job, but yeah. Sean, anything else?
Rob's currently doing the ghost hunt up there tonight.
Oh yeah, not
Well,
tonight,
not-
but tomorrow morning.
What's that?
No, well, technically it's tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Well, it's tomorrow morning, but he's going in tonight. They're meeting up there, I think at like 8, and getting everything set up.
Yeah, we've had some pretty questionable things at the shop, and it's like really weird. I've seen ghost figures, like shadow figures. Sean's seen shadow figures, and
Well, it wasn't necessarily like a shadow figure. It was like something out of the corner of my eye. Like I was sitting there, and then like it seemed like someone was behind me, and I thought it was Joe. And I turned around and I looked, and Joe's like clear on the other side of the shop. And I'm like, okay, so
That's
what was just
sketchy.
behind me?
it's very sketchy. Considering whenever I saw this shadow figure, I looked over, saw it walking from one end to the other, and I went and looked back there after getting robbed because I went in the office. I was like, "Were you back by the welder?" And he's like, "No." And when we walked back there, the helmet that was on the bar was swinging back and forth, and the chain that was there was swinging back and forth, and we're just looking at each other like, "What the heck moved this?" We actually had another incident at the shop the other day. I went up to go get a card to write that I got it done, and Sean was getting paperwork to start a new cylinder, and all of a sudden we heard this audible "hey," and both me and Sean look at each other like this.
We
locked eyes.
We
and we're
locked
like,
eyes. We turned around, looked around, didn't see anything, didn't see no one. Turned, looked at each other, and then we both walked in the office and we asked Rob. We're just like, "Were you just out there?" And like said, "Hey," and he goes, "No, I've been in here the whole time."
Yeah, it was weird.
And so like that for the rest of that day, we were just paranoid.
We're like, "What the
we
heck
thought
was
we kept
that?"
hearing stuff. Is
But yeah, I don't mess with any of the ghost hunting stuff anymore. I know we've done videos in the past, but stepping closer in a relationship with God, I believe in all that stuff, but I just won't go hunt that. Like that's just my personal belief.
yeah.
So, but just so you guys know, that stuff is completely real. And my advice to you is not to go hunt those things, even though how much fun it is. That's just
It
my
seems
advice.
like a good idea until you're standing in the middle of the woods in like an old cemetery and you start hearing stuff and it's pitch black around you. It's no longer fun then.
It's no longer, yeah.
It's sketchy.
Yeah. Plus, people don't understand that if you're not like,
Skinwalkers.
but people don't understand like things can be attached to you, and you don't need that like mentally, physically, or spiritually. Like you don't need that in your life. Ash, anything to add to that?
I don't mess with that stuff. I mean, it's interesting. I don't know what it is about that stuff, but there's like something that pulls you to it. And I feel like it doesn't matter. Like, I don't know if it's just like the suspense of like, you know, what it is.
Or like,
but,
is it actually like real?
Is it real?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's, I don't mess with that. No.
like I said, from my personal experience, like I just, especially after my dad, the pastor, says,
Yeah.
"Yo, don't be doing that because it's gonna get sketchy."
I think I watch it on YouTube mostly because I sit there and try to see if it's like them just messing with people just
Yeah,
for the views,
yeah.
or it's actually real. It's like, okay, you see the preview and it's like a door slamming shut on them, so you like
Yep.
slowly go through and you try to catch like, okay, is someone behind it,
Yes.
like pushing it or throwing stuff, and then you realize, okay, it's only 2 of them throughout the whole video. One person's standing in front of the camera and one person's holding the camera.
So who's
like,
the
it's-
one
who's
throwing?
there?
See, I was watching a video once, and it was something like that, and this was like a long time ago. And all of a sudden, from my closet, I hear a loud shh. And after that, I was like, nope, I'm done. I was like praying, like, Lord, please don't let anything be attached to me or anything through this video, because even I think even through videos, things can get attached
Yeah,
to you.
that is
and
true.
that's, you have to be very careful what you're watching. Yeah.
Yeah, especially with the newer movies coming out and all the demonic symbols that are being put out, and letting your kids watch that is like
It's brainwashing.
it's brainwashing because we get so used to seeing stuff like that, to where like the parents don't know like things can actually be attached to your kids. that way. And just thinking of that at that point, I'm like, yeah, we probably shouldn't be watching this show with our kid, especially being new parents.
Yeah. Have you ever noticed how like when you start watching like stuff that involves ghost hunting, it's always late at night and you're by yourself?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, why am I watching this now instead of like with someone else during the day?
Yeah.
It's like,
But it's like, okay, sure, 1 o'clock in the morning when I can't sleep. Yeah, let's watch someone hunting ghosts. And I'm in my house all by myself.
then you hear a noise and you're like,
Well, see, when I was watching that video, it was during the day, and it still creeped me out because I heard that.
I'd be
Yeah.
creeped out too, 100%.
100%.
And this wasn't in like, I know you've seen my old room. The cat is getting into a box right now. But it wasn't in that old room. It was before my dad split off those two to make 2 rooms.
Oh.
So it was that big open room with a small closet. But it was still creepy nonetheless.
Yeah.
And because there was nobody in the house. There were people over, but everybody was downstairs. And I'm trying to like second guess, like, well, maybe somehow somebody is like inside into that. No, like Antioch.
Atticus. That was for you, Josiah. If you're watching this, I say Atticus because
Just to
It
take your
irritates
brother
you.
off.
Just to irritate him.
that's just a brother thing.
It's all right though, because I'll do stuff to like irritate Brandy or Tasha, but I do it on purpose.
It's a sibling thing.
That's like Tasha, like, so Brandy and Tasha, they always say like at the end of a phone call or something like "I love you," which I don't have a problem with, but I never say it back, and it's not because I don't love them, but I will always sit there, especially with Tasha most. I'll sit there and I'll say, just because you say it doesn't mean I had to say it back. But she knows like I do,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
But that's just how I say it to her. But
I get annoyed when people don't say that either.
Yeah, I'll be on the phone with my mom and like it doesn't catch my mind to say it. And I'm like, okay, bye. And Ashton's like, say I love you to your mom right now. I'm like, I love you,
But
mom.
I
And all you
grew- I
hear is
grew
mom in the
up-
background
But I grew
laughing.
up in a family where like it doesn't matter like if you're leaving the house or if it's a phone call, you always say I love you no matter what. And I know not every family does that
Yeah.
though, but I mean it's been it's always been in my family. So to me, when people don't say it, it's weird.
It's like they have
Unless
beef
if
with
it's
you.
unless if it's somebody I know for sure, like okay, like if you were to say that, I'm like,
That'd be-
okay, Sean,
yeah.
that's freaking weird.
Yeah.
Like, don't say that
That's
again.
my wife you told me to.
But like me sitting there saying just because you say it doesn't mean I have to say it back. Like that's my way of telling them. It's like an inside joke of me
Yeah.
saying I love
Yeah.
you.
You like this is
But,
my
like-
joke, but I still love you.
Yeah, like if my mom sat there and said like, okay, like I gotta go, bye, I love you. Like I'll be like, all right, bye, I love you.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna sit there and just be like, oh, just because you say it don't mean. You know.
Yeah, that's your mom.
Yeah, that's my mom.
No, like for me, it just slips my mind half the time because I'm not really
Yeah.
thinking.
Like if I'm on the phone with you, I'm not gonna say it. I mean, if you say it to me, I'll say
I'll
it
be
back.
like, I love you, bro.
Okay, bye. Gotta go.
No.
But no, like because another thing is like you never know, like what can happen throughout the day.
A lot
So
of
it's
things.
just
I bear witness to that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's, yeah.
We've had a lot of things happen in our family, and just not being able to say I love you one more time. It's just
it's,
yeah.
it's tough. It really
It
is.
is.
it really is. But
I mean, I honestly think there's always like something similar in every person's case. It may not be the same that someone else is, but
Yeah.
like it could be like just a sudden passing or of like, okay, I didn't have a chance to say goodbye to this person because I wasn't able to go see them like in the hospital or something like that.
then it goes into like if something else happened where it wasn't natural causes to where, oh, what could I have done?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I feel
Like,
like
you
even
sit
if
there
it
and-
was
Like-
like natural, you'd like, okay, what could I have done different? Like, could
Yeah.
I have spent more time? with
Yeah,
them?
yeah.
So like,
Like if it's a
regardless-
grandparent passing away
Yeah.
due to like old age or like a health issue, it's like, well, I should have spent more time with them.
Yeah.
And even with something that's not of natural cause, it's personal choice or something. Like, you know, it's still the same thing. Like what I wish I could have spent more time with this person, or what could I have done to help them
Yeah,
think that
it's like that
they
regret,
matter.
Yeah.
regret stage. Like I
Yep.
regret not doing that.
And
I know I have to work on that because like you come home from a long day of work and all you want to do is sit around and just relax. But that I've noticed in the past couple months that doing that, you're missing so much more out of life. You know what I mean? And just seeing how fast things can change in life with recent events that just happened, like that, your time on earth is very, very valuable. And like the time you spend with people is very, very valuable. And like I think people take it for granted too much. You know what I mean?
And it's not only is it valuable, it's limited.
Yes.
Because I mean, you have people out there like, oh yeah, I'm 101 years old, and then you're like, okay, well, like this person just had a baby.
Yeah.
And like it just like you never know, and it's just sad.
The thing is, as soon as a baby is born, someone dies. Like, just think of that. Like, someone's already taken that spot. Like, not really.
Like no, but like it.
Yeah, get down there.
That's the cat.
He
in
wants the kitty.
I guarantee you're gonna probably knock that box over.
Yeah, since everyone says I look like queso.
You do.
I know. You know what's funny?
What?
So
You don't know Queso says that?
No.
Joe-
I just know he like yells, get people out of the chat or
I'm
something.
gonna steal some of your water.
ban this guy right now. No, but
I love queso though.
Joe told me that you said that my profile picture looks like queso.
The funny thing is,
The funny thing is, it actually is queso. It's not a picture of me. It's actually
Which
queso.
one?
this
my Xbox profile.
Like, look it up real quick. Go to his
Yeah, my Xbox account. It's a
How do I go to your Xbox account for my phone?
Oh wait,
wait here. I'll show you on mine.
I was like,
You're
I
like,
don't
don't you
have
have it on TikTok too, or
No, TikTok
it's
is
literally just on the game?
Yeah, TikTok is just me with Rexy.
That is so funny. I didn't even realize that.
Like, it's straight up a picture of Queso.
Yeah, it's an
but it
actual
looks
picture
exactly
of queso.
like Sean.
Okay, we need to get everyone to comment queso.
Everybody in the chat, comment
Queso.
Get Queso up in the chat
At
right
Ca-
now.
Yes, please.
want-
I'll
at
take a
queso.
screenshot so I can zoom in on it for you. Save the photos.
He's got it. He's got it.
Has
It's coming
anybody
up. It's coming up.
questioned like, is this queso?
You
Or is
know
this
what?
actually like?
You know, I've had more people question if I was Oliver Anthony than Queso.
Okay, I need to look up Oliver. Oh,
He's the one
yeah.
that's
You
Yeah,
have to look up
yeah,
Oliver Anthony?
no. I know.
You know
who
how many
he
people
is.
have walked up? It was just like, oh, can I have your autograph? I'm like,
Are you
what are you
serious?
100%. They honestly thought I was him, and I'm like, what are you
But
talking
isn't
about?
his hair like shorter, like buzzed or something?
It was back when I had
don't
my hair
see
cut.
that.
Did okay.
Yeah.
I do not see that at all. Like, what?
No, if you back then, a little bit ago, if you looked, it was crazy.
Like the,
Like I
the
was
resemblance?
yes. Yeah. So
That
this is my Xbox profile picture. It is
Just-
it is legit a picture of queso,
Get
not me.
out.
Sean,
but it is queso. So
Oh my god!
show
wait
the
a
chat.
minute.
Show the chat.
here, hold on, chat. I'll show you guys.
I don't want to know.
So this is my profile picture. Okay, that is a picture of queso.
Look at him
not
now.
me.
From the side.
Oh, from the side.
From the side.
From
yeah.
the side, yeah.
Yeah.
And then here's a picture of Oliver. Oh shoot.
Oh, that's Oliver Anthony.
Oh my
So
goodness.
if you looked at me from the side real quick.
And if you
would think
didn't
I was-
know, because it was a black and white picture, he does have red hair, red beard.
I see it right now. Like,
But like you can see queso. Queso has blonde hair with a red beard.
Yes.
And so like a lot of people do think I'm queso now that queso's popular and stuff. But
Well, no, but like, it's kind of like some of his like videos when he's like, I'm gonna assume he does them at night and it's a little darker and you
Yep.
can't really see all the features.
Yep.
And I'm sitting there watching Keisha like, nah, this is Sean.
this is Sean.
And you know what's so funny? It took me this long to realize that queso, as in like cheese, queso. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that until like a week ago. I'm like, oh, queso.
Good job, Ashley.
Cheese, my favorite cheese dip.
Like, I remember going on Queso's live though, and he stood up and he ripped his jacket open.
no.
And he started yelling, "Kitty! Kitty!" And he has merch of a kitty on his shirt. And I
Yeah.
clipped it and I was like, "Yeah, you're coming home with me."
You're coming home with me.
Dude, it was, oh my goodness. I love queso.
Yeah. Everyone says before it was I look like Oliver Anthony. Then now it's you look like queso. And I'm like,
Picturing you sing right now would be very beautiful.
Okay,
I've been selling my soul.
this is a bro moment. I'm gonna back out.
I'm a back out. I'm a back out too because I'm getting very uncomfortable in this situation.
Okay.
very much so.
Let's bring it back in.
All
Let's
right,
bring it
all
back in.
You heard it here first.
You said that. You said that last week.
I can. This is America. Okay,
The-
freedom of speech. I can say what I want.
Freedom of speech. About freedom of
Hey,
speech.
you
I'm
know
just
what
kidding.
though?
We're not going to go there.
I'll be proud of us. We have yet to do. Well, you just kind of did an accent, but we have yet to do an accent because Brandy commented, like, "Okay, what's up with all the accents?"
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like I told her though, I don't know what it is. Every time I get a camera in front of me, I don't like my normal voice, so I
Yes.
instantly go to an accent
Go to an
just
accent.
to like.
And you know
hide
what
it.
makes it
Now
worse?
that you're talking about it, like I want to go to an accent.
You know what makes it worse with these? Now that we kind of upgraded, what you guys upgraded, because I'm not in this all the time. But now that you guys upgraded with this, you can hear your own voice, and it's like, dang, I sound like that. That's
Yeah.
nasty.
Before we went live, I said, Ash, you actually have a radio voice.
I think I sound like a kid. I'm not gonna lie. I think I sound like a little girl, and I hate it.
Dude, I'm telling you, we should do a Brook and Jubal. Have you seen Brook and Jubal on like TikTok where like the audios and they do second date update on TikTok?
I don't think so.
What?
You've never seen Brook and Jubal? So Brook and Jubal is an old radio show, like 4 or 5 years old.
where they go on phone calls and just mess with people.
No, they don't mess with people. They're literally getting a second date update. So
Oh yes,
they call,
I love
Yeah.
those videos. Love it.
and everyone's just like, oh, like where's
It wasn't
Brook and Jubal?
popular back in the day, but it then.
Well, it was a
the-
local radio show.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, that's it. We're gonna get a local radio show, and we're gonna start.
Yeah, we're gonna start our own second date update.
Yes.
So, message us, DM us the number and the name of the person you want, and we'll call them for you, and we'll get a second date update.
Whose number are we giving out?
Wait, can we do that right now or no?
Who are we gonna call?
I have no idea.
No, we're not gonna put our phone number out there.
No, you don't have to put
Our phone
our
number.
phone number. We
What?
just
What number?
they just message us, and then we call them, and then we patch the other person in as well, so they can hear. So it's like a three-way conversation, so they can hear us and like each other.
And
Yeah.
And this thing, I have a thing that could plug right into here. Okay.
yeah,
And the audio from the phone call will go right into there. So yeah, it will work. We can do that now.
yeah. So we can be the next Brook and Jubal.
Oh my
Brook and
gosh.
Jubal in the morning, second date update.
But it's gonna be
Okay,
in the
ours
holler
should be-
dating status.
That just sounded stupid.
Oh, come on, man. Give me a chance.
We'll come up with a better name because we have to actually like plan how
This
to do
is
this.
so
Yeah.
big on my head.
That was so
I'm
random. That was so
But
random.
I'm watching you guys, and you guys aren't even adjusting, and I'm sitting here trying to hold it up.
You can adjust them?
No.
No, you can't.
Oh. I was like,
Like,
do
no,
you
I
know
meant, like,
something I don't?
Adjusting, like, moving
Oh,
up like that.
like that.
Yeah. And
Well-
then Joe with his phony looking hair.
Oh, what? Oh crap! The hair does not look good.
You're good.
Why
You're
didn't you?
front and center, brother, so everyone can sit there and see
Why
you.
didn't you? Why didn't you tell?
I thought you looked beautiful.
Oh, thank you, Sean. You're welcome. You're making me blush over here.
Moving on.
I'm his wife, and you see what I got to deal with?
You always have that friend group to where the boys are like just so close to where it's
I think
uncomfortable for
I
the
think
wife.
it's because since we work together, we're stuck with each other
Well,
all the
you
time.
guys
Yeah,
also
like-
known each other way longer than me and you have been together.
Facts.
So,
Yeah.
I mean,
That's true.
I guess.
Fair point. Fair point.
Yeah, Sean. Me and Sean have like clicked ever since we like met
Actually,
each other.
how did you
really.
guys become friends?
Church, really, and football, church.
Well, it started at football,
Mm-hmm.
little gritters, and that's like when we kind of first like.
Wait,
knew
was
each other.
that like
Youth football.
youth? Okay,
Yeah.
youth.
So, I think it was. Were you on?
I was on the green. Wait, I was on yellow first, then green the last 2 years.
Yeah, so we played together for the Green Hornets.
Yeah.
It's because they take all the youth and they split them up into different like colors and like you have the Green Hornets. I forget the other ones because I didn't play
Green,
any of the other ones.
yellow,
Isn't there blue, and red?
Yeah.
So it was Red Ramblers. What was it? The yellow. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just
I
gonna
don't
leave
know.
it
I
there.
only played for the Green Hornets, so I don't really know the.
Yeah, I
other
played
ones.
for
just knew
the-
colors.
Yellow team my first year, and then I switched to the green team with Sean, and that's where we like.
That's where we met and the friendship kind of started. And then I found out that I started going to some of the church events as a kid, like the carnival that we used to have.
Oh yeah, it was like literally the carnival.
Yeah, and then we would have like VBS and stuff like that.
VBS, then youth, kids group, and you didn't really go to kids group
Yeah.
as much, but as soon as it hit like youth, it was like
Yeah.
that's where it clicked
See,
off
I
the
thought
most.
you guys met in youth group. That's
No.
what I
Well,
thought.
yeah.
So I didn't even know you guys
Well,
met each other when you guys were youth.
We met each
Well,
other and we
younger.
kind of like knew each other because we would see each other every night at
Mm-hmm.
football. Well, then football season ended, so that's kind of like when we stopped seeing each other.
Yeah.
And then Brandy invited me to go to youth group one
Yeah.
night, and so I went with her. And then Joe was there, so I was like, "Oh, hey, like I know you."
Mm-hmm.
And then it just
it just clicked. Yeah,
The bromance began.
yeah, very,
Literally.
very, very big bromance.
Why did your voice just get so deep?
I trained my voice to get this deep, boy. Oh, sorry.
You sound like you belong in like a Dodge commercial.
Have you ever?
No.
Not gonna go there.
Guts, glory, ram.
Yeah.
And then
What?
you two
Silence.
went to school together because I went to a different
Oh,
school than
you want to
Yeah,
hear about our love story?
Oh, yeah, no, I got this in the bag. Okay. Yeah, like we went to school. It was when middle school, when all the surrounding schools joined together.
Yeah.
Because you were from Pleasantville, I was from Hightown.
Yeah, I didn't know you back then.
Yeah. But I started liking Joe in 7th grade. And
7th grade.
yeah, 7th grade. And I liked him in 7th, 8th, 9th, and then I started to like
She
him.
skipped a she skipped a year.
Yeah, I only skipped 1 year. And then I started liking him
Because
again
she
back
thought
in,
I was an
11th.
HOE.
No, I didn't. I just
You told me you thought that I was the one who's getting all the girls in high school.
I don't remember actually ever saying that. I
You
remember.
did.
No, let me tell you. I'll tell you what I'm thinking right now. I don't know.
Say it.
No, because I thought you never liked me.
Just let her finish the story, Joe. Please.
That's the thing. I thought you never liked me. And I'm not gonna say names, but somebody told me that they pranked me, and said, "Oh, I told Joe that you liked him," and
That was your
stop. And I said, and I didn't really believe it because I was like, yeah, right.
I remember when that girl walked up to me and said, "Hey, do you know Ashlyn Cox?"
Yeah, that was my maiden name. I'm so sorry. And
Bro just out here throwing last names out.
My
So now
maid-
everyone knows
my maiden,
what her name is.
my maiden last name. Yeah, so
Yeah,
Whatever.
you guys don't know what her current last name is now, but yeah. So
they know you.
They know you, so they, can
do,
figure it
they
out.
do. But no.
She has a
said-
different last name, guys.
She
Don't
walks
worry.
up to me and says, "Do you know who Ashlyn Cox is?" And I was like, "No."
Why do you keep like lowering your voice? You're telling this story and like your voice is magically lower than what your normal voice is.
I could hear
For the
myself
part
in the
that, like,
mic,
you're
and
in.
I was like, "It just sounds like
He just wants to be more masculine.
I'm more masculine."
I can't be masculine.
But after I said no, she was like, "Well, she likes you," and I'm like, "Okay."
And then he just walks
And
away.
I walked away.
And then,
Okay,
away.
bye.
and then I think she was just trying to like make me feel better. Honestly, she came up to me. She's like, I told Joe that you liked him, and I was so mad. And she said, don't worry, he likes you too.
What? No
Yeah.
shot.
And I didn't believe it. But like I said, I think she was just trying to make me feel better. It was just so funny.
So, like, is that when you took the break of not liking him?
No. I still liked him.
That's dedication right there.
I still liked him. And then, I don't know. I was like, no, I gotta move on.
It was senior year. You were coming over to my house like every Wednesday because of youth group.
Okay, and no. Listen, when COVID hit, it was probably around May. I actually was friends with Hezekiah,
My brother.
his brother, before even talking to Joe. So I was like, Hezekiah was like my best friend.
You want to know something funny? The one day I walked into youth, I looked at Mom and I was just like, who's the new chick?
Oh my god!
Because I had no idea who you were or anything. And Mom pulls me over and goes, don't say anything. But that's Ashlyn. She likes Joe.
Oh
and I was just like, 10-4. I got it, Mom. We'll see how this unfolds.
Listen, in school, I was like the shy, quiet kid. So like, I'm not surprised nobody knew me. It doesn't surprise me.
A lot of people do remember you though.
That really shocks me because nobody ever came up to me and talked to me ever. And I just thought everybody was making fun of me, especially the popular kids. Oh my gosh, they intimidated me so bad. But anyway, back to the story of Joe. But I started going back to youth group with my niece and nephew. And Joe started, that's when like I saw Joe there more often. But then I think it was because honestly there wasn't many youth going anymore.
There was only like 5.
There was only like 4 or 5 at that time. So they just made it at his parents' house because his mom was the youth leader at the time.
Plus COVID, who was just...
well, this was close to 2021.
Yeah.
It was closer to, it was 2021. And then...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the only reason I asked Ashlyn on a date was because Hezekiah said... I will never forget this. I think you still have a video, but we're not going to show you. I said...
I don't have a video.
I said, Hezekiah, I will ask Ashlyn on a date if you do a full split.
Mind you, I was in the room.
Now.
I was in the room.
And I said that right in front of Ash, and Ash was like, Hezekiah,
don't do it. I'm scared.
out of nowhere, jumps up, like, he doesn't just go down. He jumps up in the air and goes, woof,
He literally did a
and
split.
did a full split.
So then everyone's freaking out. Me and my nephew run outside. I don't know why my nephew followed me, but he came with me, and I hid behind the tree. And then it was very awkward because Joe comes out, and he's just looking around, then he goes inside. I remember that. And then I don't remember what happened, but I just remember I got to the door, and then you're like, you want to go on a date?
I said, you want to go on a date? I was like, you want to go bowling?
No, you didn't say you want to go bowling. That was just the first thing we did, and we brought people.
Yeah.
It wasn't even just by ourselves.
We brought some chaperones.
Hezekiah and I would always make fun of Joe because I think Joe started liking you as well. Mm-hmm. And Hezekiah and I saw that. So we kept making fun of Joe. We're just like, just do it. Just ask her. Just go up and talk to her. Just do it. And he goes, no, why would I do that? That's stupid. Like, I don't like her. And we're like, we can tell that you do. Just do it.
I always ask Joe. I know the answer, but I still ask him because sometimes he adds little more facts. I'm like, when did you even start liking me? And of course, it wasn't until our senior years. So I spent like most of my school life wasted. Well, not like that wasted, but you know.
Hey, you don't know. I mean, you just made it sound like you had a fun time in high school.
No,
okay?
I was a goody two shoes. My favorite thing to do was go home and just watch TikTok, lay in bed, do absolutely nothing.
Are you okay there, bud?
Brother, my back was hurting. I had to crack it.
Oh my! No, this is a funny story. Before we got together, while Ashlyn was going to youth group, she was a cheerleader while I was playing football.
Yeah.
And the only game Sean showed up to
Oh my gosh.
is the only.
Yeah, because you kept bugging me. You're like, you have to come to one of my games. You need to come to one of my games. And I was like, all right, I'll pick a game and I'll come to it. So Brandon and I were just like, hey, we should go to the game tonight. Like, we have free tickets. Let's go. Might as well. So we go. We're sitting on the visitor side because we didn't go to Titusville. So we're like, okay, we're sitting on the visitor side. And 5 minutes into watching the game, Joe's laying in the middle of the field injured.
And what's
done.
funny
I
is
can actually hear Sean laughing. While I'm down on the ground,
I was literally
screaming.
laughing.
and
My
then,
leg's sideways. Sorry, Ashley. My leg is sideways, and Sean saw me literally pick my leg up and go, whoop, and pop it back in.
not to diss our football team, but for the longest time we were just always on a losing streak.
Yes, that
And
is
so
true.
our senior year was awful. And so I think half of us cheerleaders like probably just gave up.
Yeah.
Because I remember like we were all talking or like messing around or something, and our coach is like, "You guys need to get on one knee now." And I'm like, "Who's the idiot who got hurt now?" And little did I know it was my future husband.
Just laying in the middle of the
Who tore
field.
his ACL and MCL.
I'm not gonna lie. After that game, like me and Sean sat down and like he helped me open up like all my acceptance letters and like offers and all that. I'm not gonna name the schools, but that night after tearing my ACL, MCL, and my shin shifting, I got calls from each college and they're like,
Yeah, no, we
Joe.
don't want you anymore.
"We're done.
Yeah.
You're injured.
You could just throw that offer right in the trash, buddy.
You're trash, bud."
Have fun.
It's COVID. We don't have enough money to supply an injured boy. I laugh
okay
about
though.
it now.
Because during that time, it was a little bit before Thanksgiving, just after you had your surgery, we decided to do the whole Horror Boys thing
Yeah, we
for the
started.
first time. And that's
It sprouted what
It's-
you guys do today.
Yeah, and,
And
like
through that, like, I mean,
I
to get
it's
like on
a
a little
huge.
more serious level through that, like, if, I mean, yeah, like, that's a tragedy that happened, but if you would have pursued football,
Mm-hmm.
like, your life now, you guys probably wouldn't even be sitting here doing what
No,
you're doing
we
today.
oh,
probably-
absolutely not.
I know exactly that this is like one of my biggest testimonies in life. I could tell you about 4 years back from when that day actually happened. I had a pastor come up to me and tell me, "Joe, you're going to be very successful in football, but pride comes before the fall." And I'm not going to lie, my senior year, I was very prideful. And as soon as I tore my ACL, I heard an audible voice say, "This is done." And I'm like, okay. I knew what I did was wrong. And I knew, like, it was like my punishment, but I knew God was doing it for a reason. Because, like you guys said, I know exactly where I would be if that didn't happen. I would be at college right now, drinking my
Actually,
life away.
Well, you would probably almost be graduating from college by
Yeah,
now.
this would probably be my senior year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd be
But
in your
I don't-
senior year almost
I
graduating.
don't think I would have made it out of college because of like the drinking, the partying, and like God used what could have been bad, and He guarded me from what I would have become, and like
And He
That's-
blessed
that-
you
that-
with greater things.
He gave me a wife, a kid, a best bro.
Hold up. I was there before all this, so you can't
yeah,
say
yeah.
he gave you me after.
Yeah, I can't. I'm sorry, but like he gave me people to support me during that time, even though I gained 100 pounds.
Because you got to think, because you had all these people in football, and then once you got hurt,
No, I
they
had
just
no
turned-
one.
They turned around and they walked away.
Like literally, I'm not trying to like
Clout
badmouth
chasers.
my coaches, but like as soon as like I love my coaches like to death. But as soon as the ACL injury happened, all my friends, all the coaches, and it just felt like everybody around me went silent besides my like you and my parents at the time. And like that's what hurt me the most and put me in a deeper depression. And that's how I gained all that weight, is because
And like I was still coming over to the house every day, A, to check up on you, B, so we can do stuff for the page.
Yeah.
And like I was sitting there helping you refill your like brace thingy with water because it was like it had water going through it.
I remember when that thing broke open.
Your
it was so
wheeze on.
funny.
Just over your
My mom
wheezing.
said, "Joe, did you pee the bed?" I'm like, "No, the water thing broke open."
My gosh.
But I'm gonna say I've never slept so much in my life. Whenever I injured my leg, and it was like the comfiest sleep I've ever had in my
That's
life.
because you have nothing else to do.
True.
Like, you're basically laying there. You can't move your leg.
Yeah.
And funny moment with that, my mom forgot that she gave me one of the painkillers
Oh God.
and ended up giving me a second one.
Ride the lightning, buddy.
And I was riding. I was gone.
What were you writing?
Yeah, what were you?
I was riding the lightning, like you were saying, bud. But I was gone. Like, my mom looks at me and says, Joe, you better hold on. because I gave you a second painkiller. You're going to feel pretty good for a while.
You know what's fun? I remember actually showing up after that. You were upstairs at this point instead of down in the living room. And
Yeah, because I
all I
was
hear
so-
upstairs is you laughing. And I look over and mom's just like, yeah, so slight problem. And I said, what do you mean slight problem? I accidentally gave him 2 pain pills. So he's feeling extra good right now. And I'm like,
Oh, boy.
oh, okay, cool. Because we have to make a video here in about 5 minutes.
Oh my gosh! Did you guys make a video?
Yes.
We did. It's the one that we called out the Deer Mullet Army
Oh,
to
yeah.
help us out, like build our TikTok page and stuff. And so Joe throughout that whole video is literally him like high on pain pills.
I'm gonna go back and watch that.
It is hilarious because he's just like shaking his mullet around and going. Like he had no idea what he was doing, but he executed it perfectly.
Like perfectly.
Yeah.
And then we ended up getting a lot of like views from that as
Yeah.
well. No. Guys, I did not do that on purpose. Like I'm telling you, like it was my mom's fault.
Well, that's because Joe had no idea, A, what he was supposed to be taking, B, how much. So that was his mom's job. Like, okay, here you go. This is
Yeah.
like what you have to take and when you have to take it. Next thing you know, oh, I gave you 2 of the wrong things.
I'm sorry, but that's kind of funny.
No.
That's pretty funny.
Oh, it's hilarious.
It was hilarious.
But look what came from it, though. We're here now doing a podcast.
100 less brain cells.
That's it? Just 100? Might want to up that number there, buddy. Probably.
Yeah. 5 mil. Just kidding.
Basically all.
Yeah. No.
You have 1 brain cell left, and it's like when you leave a DVD on too long and it has like the DVD sign that's just bouncing around the screen.
Yes.
But
Yes.
once in a while, when it does hit the corner, that's when you get a bright idea.
Yes. Amen. Amen, brother.
Amen.
Like, I remember, like, as soon another funny story with the
Oh,
ACL.
goodness.
I was just thinking about it.
I better not be what I'm thinking.
No, I'm not going to say that one because that was bad. That was bad.
Like,
No. Yeah, no,
The thing is,
not
that
going to say
you
that.
can't sit there and say that you have a funny story to tell us when A, we've been through them all. So we're sitting here like, okay, which one?
Which one? Which one?
I
Don't
wasn't
say
really
that one.
there. I wasn't there yet, but I've heard the stories.
But as soon as I got out of surgery and I started waking up,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I'm not going to tell the foot one. The foot one is too. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
But,
so
I got-
what is it you're gonna say?
The doctor said they had like 4 nurses have to try to keep me from standing up because as soon as I came to, but I don't remember it because I was still drugged up. I stood up after my surgery and walked to the bathroom. And they're like, no, you can't do that. No, stop, sit down. I'm like, it's fine. They said that I kept saying, it's fine. And I was walking on a leg I just got surgery on. And they're just like, no, stop.
This is not okay.
Sir, you need to sit down before we tase you.
But like, I could not feel anything from my waist down. It was so weird. Like, I'm trying to move, but I can't. My legs will not
Like getting the
respond.
epidural.
Yeah, like literally, your legs will not
How would you?
respond.
I'm kidding.
But I remember
Actually, never mind. That's probably what they did.
I'm still drugged up,
Probably.
and I get into my parents' car, and they said, "Joe, are you hungry?" I said, "I want myself some Taco Bell." So I went to Taco Bell, got
Never
my
want
grilled
Taco
cheese,
Bell.
got my grilled cheese burrito,
Did you get
And
the steak one?
My Baja Blast. Yes, the steak.
I used to work at Taco Bell.
Yeah, she was a manager.
I was.
Okay.
And she now just turned her keys in.
Yeah,
So we're going off topic.
my last day was in like September, and
she
I
just
just turned
turned the
my keys
keys.
in because I forgot.
Solid.
Okay.
Like,
anyway.
what's your go-to order at Taco Bell?
Grilled cheesesteak burrito. That is mine. Grilled cheesesteak burrito. Or the street tacos.
The street tacos.
The street tacos were banging.
Well,
Taco
you know
Bell,
what
bring it
I
back.
liked? The street chalupas.
Ooh.
Those are also good.
What's yours?
Mine is so hard to sit there and like really pinpoint because since I worked there, I had a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
What? Wait.
Sorry, guys. Oh my gosh.
Trying to sit here and find one and joking the entire time. Like, oh, let me cover
We
up
just
my
don't care. We don't care that Joe's choking.
Let me cover up my choking, but I can't even find the button.
Oh. On that note, Joe, don't drink anything while you're on the podcast right now.
Joe can't multitask.
Anyway,
No.
so what's your go-to order?
It used to be the burrito supreme because it was
You
basic,
know what?
but it
It's
was good.
basic, but so
Yeah, sure. You can
God.
walk in front of the camera. That's fine.
Yo.
Nobody.
But now it went from being that basic to even more basic. I just get like that was dessert.
That's what you.
But like I went from that basic to super basic. Now I just get like the beef and cheese burrito or the rice and bean.
Dude, that's so
The-
basic.
The cheesy double beef.
Yeah.
Yeah, say it right. I'm kidding.
Say it right, Sean. Say it right.
My old order was all the time
Cheesy roll up.
a cheesy roll up with a chicken quesadilla because I
Cheesy
don't know.
quesadilla.
But see, though, the cheesy roll up is like you can go in there late at night and it's bussin'.
It is every. You know,
Very.
it doesn't even matter what time of day, morning, afternoon, night. Cheesy roll up is
Dude, you give me a
bussin'.
cheesy roll up from Taco Bell, I'm game for anything.
But now,
Amen.
like I like taco supremes.
I like myself a grilled cheese steak burrito.
Why you're doing it again? Which one is it? I don't know.
What do you
For what?
I don't even know. What's
do you-
this
what do you-
do?
No.
That's the applause.
What are you doing?
You know what? Don't act like you're the only one who knows how to work this thing.
He is the only one who knows how to work this thing.
No, because okay, C for clap. Yeah, that's all I know. So
Yeah.
I know something.
That's that one.
Welcome to The Price is Right.
No, that's this one.
Welcome to the Holler.
See, every time I hear that, I honestly think
It's a
like-
game show.
It's a game show coming back from commercial or something.
Yes, but it's honestly me.
Okay, if you could be on any game show that is on air, which one would it be?
Family Feud.
Joe?
I don't know. I think it's so funny. You can't sit there and lie. Family Feud is actually kind of funny. Some people say the most
Absolutely.
outright.
Like,
Things-
naked grandma.
Like they just say the randomest things. I would do Family Feud with Steve Harvey.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to think.
Like, there's not really many game shows out there now.
Anymore, yeah, because like they kind of they're in the past now.
Yeah.
I honestly think I'd do better, like where you spin the wheel and have to guess like the letters.
Wheel of Fortune?
Wheel of Fortune, yeah, that's what I was going at.
No. Family Feud, 100% all the way.
No, the only reason I'm good at like guessing, like words and all
Well,
that.
see, like, Brandy and I,
That's Family Feud.
yeah, you're guessing answers.
You're guessing like, you get like a little, what is it called? He'll read like
Questions?
Questions, yes. He'll read a question and then what is it like 6? I think
It depends.
Depends on, but you choose.
So, like,
word.
he could say, we've asked 100 married women, you know, and then he'll say the question, and then he's like, okay, the top 6 answers are up on the board.
yeah,
And your goal is to get the top 3 at least, right? Because that.
I mean,
that-
you want to, ideally, you want to get
that-
them all.
I mean, yeah, you want to get them all, but isn't like from 1 1, 2, and 3 down. Like the highest one is 1,
Yeah.
and then going down. Yeah.
Yeah. Like Brandy and I, we would be good at Family Feud, but we're a little too good. So we feel like if we did the fast money part, we're just gonna be saying the same answers. You're gonna hear the buzzer go, try again.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I mean, we would be good at it at the beginning, but fast money, we'd be screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
But
just
no,
think
definitely Family Feud. I would love to be on Family
Honestly,
Feud.
I would just love to meet Steve Harvey.
facts.
He's so funny.
Dude, I would walk up to him and just ask him if I could pet his mustache.
But
Dude, brother has a good mustache. That was... None of those made sense.
we need to upload some, like,
Steve Harvey.
Welcome back to another episode of Family Feud. What if we got all of our friends together?
What friends though?
We don't need very many, okay?
Okay.
Like if we had us and
literally
like
just the family.
Brandy and like family and friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we made our own game show and we were the host of it.
Dude, I would be so down to
Like
that.
the Holler Boys game show. And that was
Yes.
the video. And like we would come up with questions and we could make it like a mix of all the game shows put together.
That would
Ooh.
be so cool. Yeah.
Yeah, so we can have like one round is like Family Feud type,
And we
the
post
next
it.
round is like Wheel of Fortune kind of deal, and then the next
Oh,
one is
yeah.
like
The Price is Right.
The Price is Right, or something. Well, Price is Right.
Well,
kind of hard,
yeah.
but,
Oh, I think I do good at that game.
or like the pyramid,
Ooh.
What's
or
the
the
pyramid?
$100,000 pyramid, or something like
What's that?
Or
I don't
get-
think
that.
I've
You've never
seen-
watched that one? So
No. Wait. What's the one where you
briefcase?
have to guess like
What briefcase
it's
the
not
millions in?
Family Feud or something? It's no, not that one, but like it's what is, and then you say the answer. You know what I'm talking about for
Jeopardy.
Jeopardy. I love.
we can make it
Jeopardy,
like
too.
that, yeah, we
I
can-
love Jeopardy too.
And we can like make them like easy. What if we just made a giant game of Jeopardy? We were the host of it,
Mm-hmm.
but the answers got harder, and it was about personal things. Like the harder the answer,
Oh gosh.
because like then you're sitting there thinking like, okay, like say Brandy is up to answer, she picks like, okay, Sean for 600,
Yeah.
and I give her something that she has no idea about. So she's sitting there like,
She's
how do
gonna
I
look
not
at you
know this
like,
about my own brother?
yeah,
I think it'd be
Oh
fun.
my goodness.
Or even if it's like a Family Feud type deal,
yeah.
That'd be smart.
I think it'd be fun. to do.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it'd be fun.
I think
And then
it'd be
like
fun.
we could host it,
Yeah. That'd be fun.
because then that way we don't have to participate
Yeah, we can just host
and
it.
make ourselves look stupid.
So
Yeah.
so we basically have one guy
We'll
at the
be the
floor.
smart ones and host it.
we have one guy at the floor, and they're asking the questions, and you got two people up here just commentating the whole thing, and like
well, see, we can have one person asking the questions,
yeah,
another person doing like sound and stuff, and then like Ashley could be like the girl that's on like Wheel of Fortune that just like taps the answers. I would like to buy a vowel, please. A. Yep, there's two A's.
And have
Ashley. Just ding, ding.
Ding.
no, you have to walk like
No, thank you.
no, that's going too far.
Yeah.
Settle down, settle down.
Cleanse your mind.
But on a different note, going off of that, I know next time, not next time, but when Hezekiah gets back from his missions trip, he is coming on to the podcast.
That would be very neat to learn what he's
Yeah.
been doing.
So
out
he
there.
went to Africa. He's in
He's in Kisi.
Yeah, he's in Kisi, Africa right now. If you guys can keep him in your prayers right now. Stuff did come up. Can't go too far in detail, but nothing bad. Nothing bad to harm anyone who's on that missions trip. But just keep him in your prayers. He's gonna have one heck of a story when he gets back. He said he actually can't wait to come back and be on the podcast with us and tell us about his missions over there.
And what God has been doing.
Yeah.
and what he's been doing over
Hezekiah
there.
has like a strong calling to missions, and it's awesome. Like just seeing how he's growing, you know what I mean?
It's definitely gonna be cool to hear like what he saw
Mm-hmm.
and like even the fun experiences that he's had over there.
Yeah.
And so
From what I heard, he's actually going on a safari here.
Oh wow.
So he's gonna see.
yeah,
some
we heard
wild,
that. We heard that today, and we're just like,
No way.
like that would be cool, but at the same time,
Aren't you
Like
on a
that'd
mission
be
trip?
kind of scary.
Yeah.
Imagine a lion.
Exactly.
Right.
Because like you can go to the zoo and see a lion, but they're like
You're in
But
the
in the
wild.
pretty
wild, you
tame.
don't know when
yeah,
that
you're
thing.
out there in
You
the
don't know
middle
what
of
that
nowhere.
thing's gonna do. Yeah. So I mean, God has given him a lot of courage.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, a lot. But on that note, yeah.
Go ahead, because I'll plug in everything here for us. You can DM us on Instagram. I think next podcast we'll also try to take like we'll call people
Yeah.
and like talk to them, just say hey, what's up. So you can go on our Instagram. It is hollerboys_official.
Yes.
You can go on there. The profile picture for all of our accounts are the same, guys. So it's not that hard. So Instagram, hollerboys_official. Go there, DM us. Even if you just want to say hey, we greatly appreciate it. TikTok is hollerboysofficial.
Yep.
Again, you'll see us. You'll see clips of the podcast and everything else that we do. You can DM us on there as well. We'll try to answer you guys in a timely fashion. If it's not spam or just random people.
Also, one note: shout out to the Outside Boys on TikTok for going through and
Yes.
making clips for us. Like
Absolutely.
that's helping us out.
He'll be on the podcast
Yeah, we
too.
we have to set up a day and get
Yeah.
him on and actually have a set out plan for us to
Yeah.
talk about because we've been going.
Just
Well, you know
winging
what?
it.
Today
We're
was
winging
actually
it.
pretty good.
Yeah,
I feel like
it
there
was.
was a pretty good flow today.
Yeah.
You know, there was a couple of times when I was like, "Oh crap, what are we gonna talk about next?" And then it just flows
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
It's like rabbit holing. I think
Yeah.
it's
It
just
really is.
it's literally like what we always do anyways.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because like this is just a normal conversation between us.
Yeah, literally.
And
We're
Oh,
just
if you
recording it.
had
Yeah,
if
now
you
we're just
had me
recording
and
it.
Brandy on here,
Oh
it
my
would be
goodness.
Yeah,
10
yeah.
together.
Brandy said that she would
if
like
we
to
were
be on
on
it
this
too.
together,
Did
10
she?
times worse.
Yeah,
We
so I
rabbit
honestly
hole
think that's
so
what we
bad.
should do. An episode. Obviously, the next one was Kaya, Outside Boys, and
Wait, when is he coming back?
Hezekiah's
He's not going to be back for 2
for-
weeks.
then well,
Another
okay,
2
so the next
weeks.
one's not going to be with Kaya,
it might
but
just be you two then again.
yeah, or unless we do like you and Brandy,
Yeah.
Or if we bring my dad in or Josh.
yeah,
Something
'cause-
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you guys do DM and you want to call in while we're doing the podcast, just so you know, please don't use profanity if you're on the call. Keep it as clean as you can. We're trying to make this as family friendly as we can.
Yeah. Just tell us your name, like where you're located, and just that you want to call in, and then leave us your number, and then
Yeah, we can go from there.
Also, check out the merch, Fourth Wall.
I actually have some coming in here.
The merch is
Yeah.
really nice. I'm not even gonna lie. I wish I would have been able to get that champion jacket. I
Yeah.
really did. The champion jacket's so nice.
yeah.
I
But
spent $140.
hey, but it's okay though because
Brother, ooh.
so all the proceeds from the merch is going to the church for the youth.
Yes. That's why I
And-
didn't really care that I was spending that much money because
Yeah.
the profit's going to the church.
Yep.
Yeah. And if you guys do buy merch, if you could please, again, DM us on Instagram or TikTok with pictures. So, A, we know how it looks. B, we know that you got it. And then just telling us, how you like it. Honestly, if you want to see something different, and we'll also
We'll
send you
probably put up a
personal-
poll of seeing what type
Yeah.
of content they want to see us do.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I appreciate Ashlyn. I appreciate you coming on out and
It was actually
joining us
really
today.
fun. I was sitting there like, oh my gosh, what am I even gonna
she
do?
didn't even think she was going to talk
I
that much,
didn't
but she.
because I'm not big on talking. Like I just get really awkward. But this was pretty chill.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because it gets to the point where you're just like, okay,
You forget about the camera sitting
Yeah,
forget
over
about
there.
the
kind of- you
camera, you
do.
forget about the microphone, and it's literally you're just talking.
Yeah,
They're
just
back
hanging
and
out.
forth.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I would love to be on this again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You'll definitely
That's
be
it. I'm
back
gonna
on.
start my own. I'm kidding. I'm gonna start my own.
Start your own.
She's gonna be
Girlies in the
I
morning.
don't. I don't even have anybody to do it with though, so I can't.
She'd be it'd be the Hall of Girls.
Who wants to be part of the Hall of Girls with me? Just let me know.
But like always, know that you guys are loved. Keep your friends close to you. And if you want to say a prayer, we could say a little prayer if you
Yeah,
want.
we can start doing that. We can start
Yeah.
saying a
think
prayer
that
at the
would
end of
be
each
nice.
podcast.
Yeah.
And we could just like pray over everybody listening and just whatever they're going through. Nothing like too specific.
And if you do have prayer requests, let us know, and we
Again,
will
you can
pray.
DM us on Instagram and TikTok.
Again. But yeah,
And don't be afraid to reach out. Like if you need someone to talk to and you feel like you don't have anyone, Joe and I will be there.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, if
You
we
guys
notice
are
that it's
loved.
more urgent, then we'll obviously answer faster. But I mean, if you're just messaging us just to say, hey, like, we will answer you, just not quickly. But if you like, hey, I need someone to talk to, can I talk to you
Yeah,
guys?
we'll be there.
Yeah, we'll.
Yes.
That's literally in the name. Holler. Holler if you need a hand. Like holler if you
Yeah.
need help. And it's not just hollering to us, it's a holler out to God. Because I was actually looking it up, and this is gonna continue going on the more I talk. But I actually looked it up. Holler is a cry out to God. And it was
Well, it's weird because if you think about it, you had the downfall in football, and like I was going through stuff at the same time, and then we somehow magically decided to start this page. So it was
And-
like
and the name.
everything was like downhill for both of us, and we started the page, and
It's like
And
we're
you know
hollering.
what? And even through the whole entire page, you guys have still had your downfall where things have like been to where
We would start.
you can't. Yeah, like
Yeah.
you'll start something up and then it goes down. You start something up, it goes down. But I think this is like gonna stay. I think
The
this is really
podcast is on point.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
fun. We don't have to like really plan out like a video or anything.
yeah, we just had to plan out like a place, a time.
And
and a
and
thing.
who-
day.
And,
Yeah.
and who's
and
gonna
who
be
your
on.
guest is
Yes.
gonna be. Yeah.
But yeah, like always, make sure you guys know that you guys are loved. Keep that in mind. Hold your friends close to you. Hold your family close to you, and let them know that you love them. Let's end out on a prayer.
All right.
God, thank you for today. Thank you for the time we got to just talk and have a great time. God, I pray for the people who are listening in that you would put your hand on any situation in their life and just let them know that you are in full control. God, I pray that that person will give you full control in their life, that they could deny themselves and give all to you. And that's where the true healing starts, is that relationship, digging in deeper with you, God. I pray that you would just put peace in their life, peace over any situation. And if there's anyone out there searching for a light, just know God is the answer. Amen.
Amen.
On that point, guys, thanks for coming in, and we'll catch you next time in the holler.